my mic on?
You're a go.
Are we good to go? Sammy, am I going to have to open it up, repeat it again because my mic was off?
I'm hearing in my headphones. So
Yes!
Let it fly.
Just day 2.
Yeah.
No flaws yet.
Already
10
off.
seconds in. Nick Kypreos, Justin Bourne, Sammy McKee. I'm just playing with you there, Derek Brandeo and Jake the Snake Schultz. Always doing a great job for us on the Real Kyper and Bourne show. Sammy wanted me to remind everybody just a little bit of a backup. Not that long. Just 5 feet. 5 feet. 5th season of Real Kyper and Bourne, and we're glad you're aboard for the next hour. Pretty good opening, you think?
Okay.
Our show yesterday?
Came out swinging.
Can I ask you guys if you got similar messages to me? Because I got a few people texting me being like, boy, you guys were aggressive yesterday. Did it feel aggressive?
No. It felt like we were maybe pent up and just excited to be here. So maybe a little more emphatic on some words.
Aggressive?
Listen, I was real happy the end of August, early September, because you're watching everybody go at it, especially on the internet, right? On social media.
I thought you weren't on there.
And everybody's going heavy on the start of the season. And then Connor, of course, is the biggest sports story in Canada for sure. And everybody's got something to say about it. And here we are, still quiet. So I get that pent-up feeling that you're talking about because it felt like it
Had something to say.
kind of a volcano went off yesterday, and all these thoughts on McDavid and Carell, and we didn't even get to Quinn Hughes.
But it was very funny to be like, I am so excited to be back and put it on the internet and then have people be like, the morons are back. It's like, oh, yeah, this.
Yes.
I forgot about that side of it.
Lousy opinions. I
Yeah.
forgot how many lousy opinions you guys had.
Built up so many.
Oh,
Just so many coming.
And then I had I was on with Gord Stellick today on his show. On
how's Gordo?
Sirius.
Gordo.
Yeah, I'll tell you how Gordo is. Kyper, we're all looking forward to your Real Kyper and Bourne show. When does it start? I'm like, no.
Thanks, Gord.
Let me rephrase. Everybody, it's a can't miss show. All right, Real Kyper and Bourne. When's it get started, Kyper? Yesterday, Gord. Thanks for the support, Gord. Thanks for a can't miss show, Gord? Apparently you missed it, Gord.
We'll stop on. We don't
So I said,
Fight
listen.
us all he wants. He's coming on.
I ended our segment with saying we're looking forward to you coming on the show like in January.
Yeah. When we really get, when we're dried out.
When we're really desperate, Gord, we'll have you on the show.
Not desperate today, though. We didn't get to everything yesterday as much as we got to a lot of things.
Quickly, big week of baseball in the city. And we'll be all over it.
Tonight.
We'll be all over it on SportsNet, SportsNet 590 The Fan. But 6 games to glory here. Jay's got to win 4 of them if the Yankees win all of theirs. I think that's how it works. 4-game magic number is 4. So got to win 4. Yankees got to lose a couple. It's, magic number is 4. So going to be some stressful games coming up here, people. So everybody just try to keep it calm. Keep it between the lines.
Also,
Games back
Leafs.
could go to 3. It could go to 1.
Yes.
How are you feeling at 1 after tonight?
Horrible. Like, I can't tell you how excited I am for 2 different viewing experiences tonight. On the laptop, a nice, easy Leafs preseason game. Seeing all the
Full
stars.
lineup.
Yeah. Versus the torture zone on TV of the Toronto Blue Jays in a pennant race. So it's going to be a good night.
Who's
but
on the bump tonight, Sammy?
this guy.
Oh, the Gauze
Oh,
man.
yeah, the Gauze man.
Cristiano.
Gauze on the hill. Yeah. Do you guys really think they look that much
No.
alike? I don't either.
No.
I don't really
It's
see it.
just the hair.
It's the hair, yeah.
It's
But
the hair.
I don't think they
You
look
guys
alike at
have
all.
Greasy mullets, and
Yeah.
off you go.
Okay.
Okay, yesterday, like we said, we came out of the gate a little bit with what will continue to be the hottest story in the country, Connor McDavid, his future in Edmonton. But there's another pretty good player in this country that people are asking questions about, Quinn Hughes.
Yeah.
Do you think Quinn sat there in the last few weeks going, hey, Connor, thanks, pal.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much because
Smokescreen.
Nobody's really bothering me lately.
You know what? Do you want to play the clip? Quinn Hughes talked to Elliot Friedman and Kyle Bukauskas, had a little discussion about his potential future here. Well, why don't we play that clip now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do we have a chance to keep this guy? I think that's what every Canucks fan wants to know. Like, what are you thinking?
I mean, I've really enjoyed Vancouver. I'm very thankful. I mean, when I came to Vancouver, I don't think anyone thought I was going to become what I have become. That's happened because of the people in Vancouver, management, coaching. I've had 3 great coaches between Bruce, Greener, and Rick. And management's been, kind of gave me the keys to the kingdom a couple years ago, naming me the C, and very grateful. As far as this year, I just feel like last year was a failure, and I want to propel my game even further and propel my teammates even further and see what we can do. And as far as that question, I mean, I'll answer that, with my actions next summer. But, I mean, you know how it is. Anything can change. If we have, a terrible year this year, that's probably not going to be very fun. But if we have a terrific year, that's what we want. That'll be really fun. Like 2 years ago was really, really fun. So just leave it at that.
I really. They do a pretty good job, the kids today, of
Being politicians.
dancing.
That was actually pretty wild to be like, do they have a chance to keep you in Vancouver? And him being like, as far as this year goes, let's just hope it's fun.
I've enjoyed my time here.
Which I remember Mitch Marner saying quite a bit of.
Yeah. What tone is scarier to you, McDavid tone or
That
Quinn
one.
Hughes
Not
tone?
even close. That one.
Totally
That
agree.
one. That one. That one.
Totally agree.
They're pretty much the same to me.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, of course.
I
It's just there's nothing. 85 or 90% of the time when teams re-sign their players, it's I don't want to go anywhere. I love it here.
Yeah.
That's it. And both of those guys, it's like almost the opposite. They're just going so out of their way to avoid saying, I love it here. I don't picture myself going anywhere else. I think if over the course of the last 30 years or 40 years, we can find a handful of guys going into their last year of their deal saying, I love it here. I really want to work something out, and I hope we can, and I hope my agent, and I don't want to go anywhere. That's not, you don't get that vibe anymore.
No, and I will say, like, he's obviously going to be here for this season, and he wants to be. I think there's the chance that if the team is good and they're competitive, we said this with Marner last year, right? If they do big things and he feels like he's at a part of it and they got a chance to win the next year and the next year, and he sees that, it sounds like that's there.
Yeah.
But it does sound like a breakup where you're like, I've enjoyed our time together. It's been great. I think we might be better friends.
I think
still care about you a lot.
We got to make it really clear, though.
It's not you, it's me.
They're not, Quinn Hughes and Connor are not in the same position. Quinn Hughes is not eligible to sign anything right now.
Right.
Connor is.
Mhm.
There's a huge difference here of
Totally.
1 year to 2 years. Like, really, Quinn would be within his rights to say, hey, Elliot, don't worry about my future, bud. Okay?
Yeah,
I got 2 years. I'm under contract for 2 more years. You know what can happen in 2 years, Elliot?
Yeah.
Come on. Just don't need it. He has the ability to say that I'm not a free agent. I'm not a free agent next year. So I'm not even eligible to re-sign right now. So
Do you know what
let's just play.
his contract is for $7.85 million a year? He might get a $10 million raise in 2 years. With the cap, what it is a guy who's perennial Norris contender. No one in the league, maybe Makar, controls to play like him.
So, and Makar's are they the same?
Hughes is a 25-year-old with 2 years left, and Makar is 26 and has 2 years left as well at $9 million. 2 years left.
Both of them.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Same time.
You'd be looking at $18-20 million for both of them.
I don't know if those are crazy numbers, but yeah,
They're not if the cap's,
Well, the cap's
going up
going
the
up
way
and
it's
up,
going
yeah.
up.
Yeah, and they're the unequivocal 2 best defensemen
Yeah.
in the NHL, and
Yeah.
they're prime ages.
Yeah. So I don't get the panic feel. I don't get the to me Quinn's a ways away here.
Yeah.
So
Let him enjoy the year. Well, we'll get
gosh,
we'll
it's
lay off
just like
Vancouver. On
it's
that
just
one.
it's too early for me and Vancouver to feel like
Oh no.
oh no.
But I do Well, I don't
It's not
know.
that far
I
off.
don't agree with you.
It's not that far off.
Because this year has to be fun. He has to enjoy himself this year. And if it's looking not fun at Christmas, it ain't going to get fun.
Like, do you think it will be fun for Vancouver?
I don't know. They're a real question mark to me.
Can we watch Petey play first for the first
Totally.
20 games before we decide whether Quinn's got a future or not?
Yeah, that's fair.
They are, to me, a very question mark team that if everything goes right, they got one of the best D. They have a fantastic goalie. Petey can be good. They've got guys. They could be good.
Mm-hmm.
Can also see this one going the other
But-
way.
They got decimated by
so-
injuries last year.
Yeah.
Decimated.
I know.
Yep.
I know the media is generally feeling like if Connor feels like this is a great team and he's got a nucleus that could play for the next 3 or 5 years, he's going to resign, and if he doesn't, then he's going to leave. Like, are we just leaving it on Quinn Hughes and the success of the team as the trump card on whether or not he stays or goes? So if it's not fun this year, but it's fun the following year,
Who knows?
then he stays or he goes.
Yeah.
Does he need 2 fun years? One bad non-fun year to a fun year,
Throw
and
him
it's a
surprise
wash.
parties. And
Yeah.
What is it?
He's Kawhi. He's a fun guy. He's a fun guy.
there is a very, I think, an uplifting sentiment behind a lot of these superstars' points that if you're winning, they will come. They will stay. Players want to be on good teams with good players.
They win around. They make the playoffs. They win around. Does
bet you
that last as a fun year and he resigns in July?
That would do it.
See,
I do think
don't
it's
buy that stuff. I don't. I think they just start thinking about what they want and where they want it and who they want to be with. And
they're having 2 high-profile
It's just-
brothers in the league
it's
that
not,
they have
it's not
talked
winning
about playing
around
together.
or 2 that gets to decide for me.
Well, I do think that it's success related. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
but I also think it's really easy to make that claim. Let's say I want to go to the U.S. I'm American. I want to play with my brothers. This would be a cool thing. I'm going to make that happen at some point in my career. But I do think if you have a chance to win a Stanley Cup, you might not throw it away. So he may be like, I kind of think I'm going to go, but let's see if we're great.
I don't think in the next 2 years he's going to be able to read the tea leaves and say, "Oh, well, my best chance to win a Stanley Cup right now here in Vancouver."
Besser, DeBrusque, Kane, Garland, Hedel, Hoglander.
I forgot
That's
about the
their
Kane
list
thing.
behind Petey as their top offensive players.
Hedel
Kiefer Sherwood.
at second line center would scare the heebie-jeebies out of me.
Yeah.
Can this guy?
Heebie-jeebies spelled with a
can-
CHY.
Can he stay healthy till November?
Don't know. Stay tuned.
You
That
know.
is a big question.
Demko, you mentioned Demko. He's apparently healthy and feeling great, and he's good to go.
So they're in $9.5 million in their crease, which is not crippling between Demko and Lankinen. But Lankinen's under contract for 5 years now. Demko, obviously, with 4 at $5 million per.
No, Demko
Yes.
Yeah, they signed him.
higher than that.
Oh, 8.5.
Yes.
So he's 5 this year, 8.5
Yes.
the 3 years after.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And I like that
Oh, yeah,
deal.
$13 million in the crease after this year.
I really, really like that deal at 3 years
For
for
Vancouver.
for Vancouver.
Yeah.
And even if you needed to go to 9, but like that
He can be one of the best in the league.
that short term gives you enough of a window to definitely find out whether or not he can overcome his health issues moving forward.
Yep.
And without making a major commitment. So I think it's good for Vancouver.
All right.
Speaking of which, Toronto Maple Leafs.
We've been good boys. We've been an hour and 15 minutes into our show. We haven't even really mentioned the Leafs. So here we go.
Yeah, you're right.
You been okay with that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
It's a lot more fun than doing Marner Watch this year.
Well,
David watch. Just transferred a little west. That's all.
Yeah,
Wow.
fair.
Speaking of goaltenders, Elliot Friedman, I think, put out a report, or at least was heard on his 32 Thoughts, talking about the Leafs and Stolarz trying to sign a new deal.
Mhm.
With that comes the news today about Joseph Woll,
Mm-hmm.
Sammy, that he has left the team.
Maple Leaf statement on Joseph Woll. The Toronto Maple Leafs announced today that goaltender Joseph Woll has taken a leave of absence from the team to attend to a personal family matter. No additional details will be provided at this time, and we ask that his privacy be respected. So there's a statement from the Leafs on Joseph Woll.
Well, just off the top, we hope everything's okay with Joseph Woll or a family member or whatnot, and it's a short stay away, but without knowing anything, this puts I think it puts a ton of strain on Stolarz as is.
Yeah. You know, it's totally unrelated to anything previous. So it's tough to be like, this guy, you know, because he has had some injury stuff where he's just surprisingly been away. This is obviously separate.
Joseph Woll?
Joseph
Yeah.
Woll.
Do you remember last year?
Well, the playoffs the year before.
This time last year,
Yeah, he got hurt in
He
the
was-
preseason.
expected, I think, to start in
Game one.
Montreal.
Yeah.
And then the Hildebeest showed up in Montreal.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened. Like opening night. And then Hildeby started the second
I
game
think
of the
it
season against the Devils.
Might have
They
been
won.
a groin or something, but
Yeah.
like
But this is unrelated to that. So I mean,
no, but what is related is you just don't know with this guy.
Yeah.
Right? You just for
That
whatever
has
reason
been,
there's just
I think.
there's just he can't get rid of this being unreliable.
Yeah.
You know?
But I mean, I don't know what he's
And
doing.
I know this has nothing to do with anything collectively, but
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah, it's been
every
an undeniable
time
pattern.
it seems like every time there's a scenario where you think, you know, everything's fine, it's not,
Yeah.
you know, and I don't know, it's just something he can't shake off right now.
Well, hopefully, you know, this one is like, all right, he's back in a couple days and had to clear up something or
Yeah.
whatever. But
Yeah.
it is interesting because Stolarz is very much in the limelight right
Yeah.
now. Contract status up. I think we would all expect him to sign and be comfortable with him signing. And I'm going to guess you're going to say shorter term, though. You don't want to see length as a.
I don't want to see length.
Yeah.
I don't want to. For me, I get that it's not a great market out there for goalies, and that puts a ton of stress on the Maple Leafs. But this is a guy who had a great season last year, but still is within his window of looking like a very good, solid kind of backup. There's no look of a starting goalie.
What do you mean? I think he was, excellent for.
Starting goalies play 45, 50 games, Sammy, not 30.
Yeah.
I think he got a second place Vezina vote last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
He,
But he's still in his window of being a 30 plus kind of guy. So if you're going to pay him $5 million, is this the year now he jumps to start 50 games in his career?
well, you're right that he should.
He started his career high was last year with 34 starts, which isn't a ton. And he was
That's not number one goalie
No,
status.
He turns 32 in January of this season. So he's 31 right now.
but they
Never
also
played more than 34 games.
I don't think they're treating him like a flat out starting goalie.
No, if you were a 926 over 50 games, they'll give you
Yes.
10 million.
Yeah, you're a $10 million guy.
He
So I
was
think
925 the year before. Insane save percentage 2 years in a row.
and they have Wall.
Low games.
Whenever Wall comes back from whatever I think they kind of treat it as a tandem and they're paid as such. Like, what does Wall make? 3.5?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of their plan, and whoever's hot going into the playoffs.
4 times 3, 4.25 times 3.
I've heard he's going to get more than that.
Well, there was a recent goalie contract that somebody just signed. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head, but I think I would like to see. I know he's got a good track record or whatever, but
Here's your 15 mil, 3 years.
okay, feels
Feels high.
and not necessarily feels high, but I think Kyper has a point with the lack of starts.
Even if you got to overpay, maybe to your point, I said 4.5. If
Yeah.
you go 5,
Yeah.
okay, I think I can live with 5 times 3.
Because Lankinen is 30 years old, so about the same age. He got 4.5. Numbers aren't as good, but he's played a lot more games. He played 51 games last year.
Or if I'm Brad Treliving, okay, Stoley, bet on yourself. I'm offering you 5 times 3. If you can put together between 45, 50, 53 games,
Mhm.
and it's looking good, I'll bump you to 7.5, 8 million.
Yeah. Do it for 2 years.
I mean, and losing him last year to me in the playoffs was the turning point of the run, really, to me. Like, because I don't think Joseph Woll was very good coming in after that, and I thought he was brilliant for a lot of the games that he played in, and he was a real, I don't know, like, star on the team. Like, everybody kind of looked at him. He was playing really well, and then Bennett bonked him, and he never was back.
926 regular season. He was a 901 in playoffs through 7 games. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Bonked on the head, and then Woll was a 886.
Yeah, he wasn't very good.
Or whatever he was. So I know saves percentages and everything, but there's no doubt that losing Stolarz hurt them last year. So
yep.
You just sign him and hope if you can get 40 games of that number, okay. But then now is it Dennis Hildeby who just signed a contract as the next guy?
Again,
I like this Akimov.
You hope if Joseph Woll needs 2 or 3 weeks, like you're just going to go with Stolarz and Hildeby to start?
Probably.
Yeah.
Or do you go pick up a goalie?
No, they did that last year with Hildeby and Stolarz for the first.
Hildeby's not. He can't play in the NHL right now, I don't think.
We'll see. I mean,
yeah.
If you're judging it off of last season, you're 100% correct. But I think, you have to hope for a bit of development, a bit of him growing up a touch and being able to maybe be a backup. No, like I think there's a world where he could be the first week or two of the season as a backup.
He was 6 games, 878 save percentage for the Leafs last year, 908 with the Marlies. And then he didn't play in the playoffs for the Marlies, just 1 game because I guess he was up, right?
Yeah.
Like he spent time on the bench. Well,
yeah.
I think again, if Joe Woll is out for a prolonged period of time, man, that's going to put a ton of pressure on Stolarz to play 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
And I don't know where
but like you should
he
be
is
able to do that.
No, why?
Well, because
Why? Based on what?
He's their starting goalie, or right now.
Just because you get named a starting goalie doesn't mean you're a starting goalie.
Well,
it means that you have no other choice but to put you in net.
So, in your opinion, it's like you have to handle him with kid gloves.
He's been a pro now for how long? 10 years, 12 years. Yeah. He's never played 40 games in the NHL, but now he will. That's what you're telling me.
Well, I think a lot of it has been he's been behind someone better.
No, he's also been hurt. Yeah. He's a little damaged. Okay? There's knee issues here.
A little pebble on the knee last year.
There is
operation.
There's a lot of wear and tear on this guy.
Yeah.
And again, you want to give him 4 years or maybe 5 years on a knee that you're not sure of.
It's funny, his numbers are so good. And he's played 142 NHL games at a 9.7.
Yeah, I know.
That's like Hall of Fame if you can do that for 600 games.
I know.
And if you can score 2 goals in the opening game, you're on pace for 160.
Totally. It's such a good point.
I know.
Debunked. Totally debunked. You're right.
So, did you want to talk about Matthews?
Sorry?
Did you want to talk about Matthews?
Sure, absolutely.
Because you got me to dig these clips up. And
I found them fascinating. This was him talking to the media the other day when he was...
This is a mashup of both of them, of the 2 mentions of Mitch Marner. So, Derek, if we get that clip, Matthews, clip 1.
And maybe you guys will ask a couple more Mitchie questions here for the next couple weeks, but hopefully that'll die down here shortly.
You have a habit of in pre-game staying out as late as possible. You and Mitch always did. Yeah, have you thought about how that will change? Like, are you going to ask someone to stay out with you, or are you going to change things up this year?
I mean,
see what happens.
See what happens, I guess. Yeah, you got 2 more weeks, and then we're done with these questions.
Love it. Love that.
Counting down the
Love
days.
It. Love it. I'm giving him a big thumbs up, Auston Matthews, telling the media, shut it with the Mitchie questions, okay? Because I think if I
Are you surprised by this?
Yes.
Okay.
But he zags so often when you expect him to zig.
Yeah, that's true.
Really surprises me.
All right, finish with that.
I think he was asked about warm-ups, that he had a thing with Mitch in warm-up. Yeah. And will you find a new little warm-up, buddy? It's like, okay, that's the best question you have.
What are you
if you're in the media? Seriously?
Sorry to one of our friends.
Yeah.
Really? That's your concern? We need content that much?
We do.
That you need to go and report on who his little buddy's going to be in warm-up now? Come on.
No.
Come on. Who asked that question?
I-
One of our guys?
Presumably one of our buddies.
I think it was Kevin McGran. I think. I'm
Love
judging by voices.
Oh, he's a buddy of mine.
Oh, you're
Okay, he's okay. He's allowed to ask that question, but anybody under 35, I'd have a problem with.
I think it was McGran.
You
But-
know my point, though.
Yeah.
It's like just enough. His play and the wins will determine if he needs to answer any more questions on Mitch. Day 2, day 4 in training camp, come on. Leave him alone. Let him
yeah.
get ready for the season. He's got new teammates. Again, he scores 3 goals in the first 10 games, and they're 3-6.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fair question. Did you miss him? But now, come on.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I agree with a lot of that. On our website right now, there's an article by Emily Sadler, 8 NHL players under the most pressure in 25-26. It's very good, like everything she does. And Matthews is listed as one of the guys with the most pressure on him in the NHL this year. And I don't dispute that at all. There's a pile of pressure on him now this season. Captain, Mitch is gone. What do you got, man? Like it's coming down to you, right? They need more offense, and they're losing a huge offensive piece. So for him, I think I'd like to see him comment on the Mitch stuff, and even now say, I don't want to talk about it. But in season, he's going to have to answer some questions, right? Like to your point.
Not if he's scoring.
You're right. But he's not going to score 82 straight games.
I don't know.
There's
what
going to
he's-
be a stretch
I-
of 6 where he doesn't, and people are going to go, are you missing him?
I have no idea what it's going to look like.
Just
to
gonna
me,
have to
to me,
answer when they
that's
come.
the biggest question I have. Okay, he's one of the most skilled scorers in this generation. He's going to score goals.
Yeah.
But what are they going to look like? What are the goals going to look like this year? Are they going to be?
You care?
Yeah, I do care. I do care.
Shoot him in the net.
Well, is he trying to beat three guys on one play? Is it more of an individual effort? Is it more give and goes? Where's Matthew Nyes in his ability to still score 50 goals? Is it with Michelli? Is it with Max Domi? Like, what is if he still has a chance to score 50 goals or maybe even 60? What does it look like? Is this guy going to go out there now, feel the pressure that you just spoke of, and now feel the onus to do it himself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good question. I think one thing with Nyes is he passes the puck to Nyes. For whatever reason, he has liked dishing him the puck. And when he's at his best, he scores in every different way. The year he scored almost 70, he had, I think, 13 deflections, a pile of backhands, a bunch of, like, a whole array. He can score any way you want to do it. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I don't think the solution on that right side with them is Diet Marner. Like, I don't think it's like, oh, we got Michelli. He kind of does what Marner does. It's like, it's not how that works.
Flex Seal.
They don't have, we might have a new Flex Seal. They don't have the guy for that spot, right? Bobby McMahon is their best bet, and they're not going to put him there. They're just not.
I think the thing that'll be really interesting, because this is something you've talked about forever, Kipper, when he plays with Marner, that Marner plays more of the center role than Matthews did.
The disher, the playmaker.
And transporting the puck, right? Like, how often would Marner bring the puck up the ice for that line? So I think some of the best hockey Matthews ever played was at the end of the 2023 season when Marner was hurt and he was playing with Bertuzzi and Domi. Remember that?
Yeah.
And he was the center and he was passing way more and he was distributing way more. I think that's kind of what you have to hope for. And here's the biggest thing, boys. You got to hope he's healthy.
Yeah.
Like, if he's not healthy, this season has a chance to be scary for the Leafs. So if he's healthy, I think they'll be fine. But
so far, so good. At least the reports in this year's camp are better than last year's camp.
everybody's in the best shape of their life.
I think he just basically squashed it already a little bit without being forceful, saying he feels great and that's it. But I don't necessarily want to. I don't want to start hearing if he's had a bad week that he must be hurt. Please tell me you guys won't do that on this show.
No, I won't.
Did we do that last year?
Yes, we did.
I think he's been given the.
I'm joking.
Okay.
I think
That
he's
was like the key talking point
he
for
has
like a
been
month.
given the benefit of the doubt, and I think sometimes he used it and he played it.
I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that. I agree. But I think it's going to be a long, long year for him in terms of the pressure of being the number one go-to guy in Toronto, having the Marner sort of shield taken away from him, and Olympics, boys. Is he going to be is he the captain? Have they already named that?
He is the captain. I'm pretty sure
He was the
saw
captain
that.
of the Four Nations,
Yeah.
so like he's the captain of the USA team going to the Olympics. Olympics is in Italy, like flying across the world to go play more hockey and then coming back here. Like it's a long, big
To get to the first
season.
round is a
It's just
ways away.
and you just hope he stays healthy through it all because it feels like if Matthews misses 15 games again this year, 20 games, it could be a little bit scary for a playoff picture,
Yep.
right? Like, are you worried about that with the Leafs?
Missing the playoffs?
Yeah, is that because that other fans, of course, love to hate on the Leafs, but the no Marner thing has really kind of
Yeah, they're
propelled
not
that
better.
conversation.
Tough to see them as better.
It's really hard not to think at least that it's going to be much tighter,
I think-
especially with Montreal and Ottawa. And I don't know where Buffalo is. They have to be better. They just have to be
I'm
better.
not doing Buffalo.
Here
Detroit,
comes Zach Benson.
Detroit has to be better.
I'll be
They
better.
have to be. They're going to steal more points from everybody. So what does that mean? Like, where do you know, with no Mitch Marner there, where is Toronto in the Atlantic here?
That decor, having Carlo for the full season on that decor, the Leafs decor is so solid, so good defensively, so veteran. Like they're not going to be.
They don't have a go-to guy.
No, they don't. But they have the same go-to guy they've had every year, getting 100+ points, and Morgan Riley. He's still there. So
I've heard. I mean, I saw Nick Waugh at the Leafs golf tournament saying that Morgan Riley's in the best shape of his life.
Oh,
He's flying,
whew.
he's buzzing around the pre-camp skates. So maybe
all right.
maybe it's a new Morgan. Baby's a little older now.
How many times
He's
have
not
we heard
churning. He's
that?
not churning butter
How many
anymore.
times have we heard that over the years? And
I
I'm
know,
not
it's a
talking about
joke.
Morgan, but
Yeah.
Spring training. It's a joke. I'm joking. That's
I know. And this is just in general. When you hear someone say that, it's like, okay, so like, where you been now? You're like,
Why were you in better shape in the past?
right? It's like,
A lot of these guys, it's
shouldn't it be
also
a
just
given
like
here? People are paying $200. They're getting athletes that are in good physical condition
but
every
it's also
year.
just the natural progression of you're 21, you're 22, you're 23. It's like, oh, he's stronger this year. It's like, yeah, that's how aging works.
And I don't think Morgan.
Until you're 30 or 28 or something.
Yeah, I mean Morgan's not playing it up. It's just, I
No.
guess the media
It's not Morgan's fault at all, but-
the media loves using that catchphrase of best shape.
I heard he's down 4.5 pounds. I did hear that.
I think I put that on this afternoon.
4.5
4.5 pounds.
I go up and down every week. 4.5. Depends on how much I ride my bike. But just to finish off on the playoff thing, it seemed like you were wavering a little bit on.
No, what I'm saying is that right now, if you were to break down the East on best team,
Florida.
if you did 3-tier, are the Leafs in your first tier?
Yes.
So you have them with Florida, you have them with Carolina, you have them with Florida and Carolina, the Leafs.
100%.
Totally. Yeah.
See, I don't.
Not with
I
those
don't.
two teams. I have
I
those two
don't.
teams in tier 1, and then I have the Leafs with a whole host of. God, the division, the conference wasn't great last year, boys.
No.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be
You
really
have
good this
them,
year.
Washington,
See, I have the
Jersey.
Leafs with Washington.
What? No, like
I do.
they still have
Washington
so
won the,
many-
the conference last year.
I know,
They're
but
not
I
trash.
don't. I don't see them up with Florida and Carolina.
Yeah.
Washington.
No,
Not
I don't
yet.
have. No, that's what I mean. Florida, Carolina are
Yeah.
above, and then there's a tier of
And
teams
then
I see.
Tampa is somewhere there.
They'll always be there.
They'll always be there.
Mhm.
But I just have Toronto, I think, more
Listen.
of a comparable with Washington for me than I do with Florida or Carolina.
I think you probably would expect a bit of a step back this year in the regular season from Florida. And I mean, have they
I
have they
think
dried it?
Carolina is going to win the President's Trophy.
Yeah. and then lose to Florida in the conference finals. Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They run through the crappy Metro and lose to Florida in the conference final,
But
like every year.
I think a lot will have to do
Maybe.
with this, the production of Michelli,
Mhm.
and then
Please no.
Dakota,
Please don't let a lot of it hinge on that.
Nick, Wah, those
Yeah.
type of guys.
Joshua, Waugh, and whoever's there. I
Pick
think
another
that's
guy.
a very
Pick any guy
important-
then.
Not to
Right.
get too philosophical here. They're maybe not.
We're going long here.
They may not be. They may not be better, but they're definitely different, and sometimes different as well.
And they'll be
Confucius.
tougher. They will be tougher to play against.
Totally.
They will be.
Unity, chemistry,
They're
great skill.
bigger.
And
They're bigger and heavier and
their
stronger.
D's solid. They're not going to be a fun team to play for once.
Okay, we got to take a break.
Yeah, we better. I guess. Yeah, we've talked for 35 minutes, so we should probably break.
All right, you heard the man. More Real Kyper and Bourne after the break. Welcome back into the Real Kyper and Bourne show. We are in full flight after taking some time off, much needed time. I was willing to work all summer. Justin Bourne, no,
Absolutely
in
not.
his
Too much of a
contract.
diva for that.
Not to get too Leafs nitty gritty, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to ask you
Oh
guys.
boy.
The bubble guys that everybody thought was 100% gone, Kampf, Yarncroc, Robertson, all still here. Like,
Yes.
will they break
Yeah.
camp with all those guys?
So many forwards. They have 15 NHL forwards.
They got to get rid of some salary, and they've been trying with Kampf and Yarncroc, but this time of year, everybody wants to see what they have first before deciding on anything.
Yeah.
That's why I think Cowan almost definitely starts with the Marlies. 15 forwards. You need a second for the league to sort out. We got to get rid of a couple guys.
No, that's not true. I at least I don't think so. I think there's a chance Cowan can start, and I believe that Yarncroc and Camp could easily be put on waivers, and you hope that they get claimed. Do you want to get rid of the $2 million?
Oh, you don't think they're worth more than that?
I think it's more important to get rid of the money
Yeah.
than it is to pick up a fourth or
In
fifth
that
round
case, I
pick.
could see Cowan starting too. It's just
Yeah.
I thought Cowan was, Camp was maybe the one guy that Berube didn't understand, didn't get, didn't see
Didn't
the
use
years
him.
where he was an effective defensive checker, PK. They had him on the third line playing 15, 16 minutes and was good.
Outside of the big forwards, he was the most. Didn't he have the most ice time?
Most
for the
ice time
Leafs?
out of the
When
core
Keefe-
four
yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
So if they clear waivers and you still have them, they can go start with the Marlies, and you can pull them up and let teams get into their
Yeah.
10 games, 12
Couple
games.
injuries, couple needs.
All of a sudden, you think you're off to a slow start. It could cost you a playoff season. So you're going to make a tweak to your lineup. Go get Camp if you're having trouble on the PK.
Totally.
That's the way I see it working out.
Heedle's your second line center in Vancouver. Camp's a nice player. If he's on waivers, he's a great center, I think.
So I think there's windows for Cowan to get in there, Nick Robertson to get in there,
That's what I was going to follow up.
and a couple of those college kids. Hames, is it?
Yeah, they like Hames. And I wonder what promises they made him to get him to sign in Toronto instead of Tampa Bay. Pretty highly touted college free agent. Sure, they told him he'd see some NHL action at some point.
You could be right, but that's an awfully big promise if that's true, and
Yeah.
you're going to give him a spot regardless of how it shows in training camp. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Is he in the lineup tonight?
Yep. Third line center.
Okay.
Leafs got their lineup tonight. Pretty,
They only have, I don't know, two home games, 3,
yeah.
2.
And
So we saw Ottawa play all their regulars. Everybody plays the regulars at home. They don't like to play them on the road, and we're going to see this game. And I think Saturday. Are we doing the game Saturday?
we're doing the game Saturday. Yep. And
Against
this,
Montreal, we'll see another. That's here in Scotiabank.
Yep.
We'll
And
see another
so-
strong lineup Saturday.
This lineup also has Cowan and Ben Danford. Now, you heard me last game while we were watching. I liked Danford. I liked his game, and then after
Yeah.
the game,
Could he be a sixth defenseman?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about yet, but he's
They'll send him back to Oshawa.
yeah. I don't know about yet, but I like what I see there, and I think they're
Yeah.
showing him that they like
He can
what's
be-
coming here.
The new Liljegren.
Oh No, don't say that. Don't say that.
No, better.
He models
tougher. He's
himself
tougher.
after Chris
Is he
Tanev.
tougher?
He says Tanev's his favorite defenseman.
All right. Hey, listen, we could only hope.
Liljegren's top pair I saw the other day on the Sharks.
So
Wow.
I think there's flexibility for kids to come in and make some noise.
Awesome. Exciting.
All
and
right.
Nick Robertson,
How many goals this year, Bourne? 30?
20 to 25 like every year. Done it every year. I'm not backing off now.
Yeah.
20 to 25.
yeah, to me, he's.
I don't know if any are for the Leafs.
I still don't see him as a Brad Tree Living type of guy.
I have built the Leafs lineup, like I've sat there and made their lines, and there's almost no configuration where he's in. Like which one is he in? Like the year, we got Juan Joshua to have a defensive-minded, physical third line, and Nick Robertson. No chance. Okay, the fourth
What?
line.
Top line?
Yeah, that's the only thing I was like, could he maybe?
Juan and Joshua are here to beat the Florida Panthers.
They are.
Correct.
And that's not going to be with Nick
And
Robertson.
Is
on their
Nick
flank.
Robertson in your lineup too?
So
No.
then your fourth line, it's like, okay, it's Scott Lawton now, and Lorenz
Lorenz.
you just committed to, and Kampf and Yarncroc and Cowan, and
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
Be
All
fun
right.
to talk about. Different.
there'll be lots of options.
Little cultural shift continues with the New York Rangers as they named JT Miller their captain.
They did.
No BS.
Surprised? Like, listen, they brought him in for all the reasons in the world why he's JT Miller. So we shouldn't be too surprised here.
They're
that
like, we want that. Push your teammates in your face.
Yes.
That's what we want to
yes.
be.
So what at times everybody in Vancouver thought was a liability is now an asset for the New York Rangers. And he's changed nothing about himself.
I don't care.
How can that be?
I don't know. I mean, we talked about how much do we talk about PD versus JT Miller last year? That was in our national hour. That had to be one of our biggest conversations
Oh,
that
it
we
definitely
talked
was
about.
number one. It was number one.
I haven't. Yeah, I think all three of us maybe have picked a side on this one in terms of who we'd rather have on our hockey team. JT Miller.
Yeah,
JT Miller,
We
JT
all
Miller?
want JT Miller, but he's also making $8.5 million, not $11.5.
Sure. I think there's a difference between having JT Miller and making him your captain.
Yeah, totally.
I think there's two very different feels about your
I
team.
think he's going to have to.
He's going to grab Panarin by the
No,
collar,
I-
Zibanejad by
Yeah,
the
at
throat.
times if he thinks it's necessary, but there's also times when he's just going to have to think outside.
The bun.
Yeah, and be.
Is that a
and-
Zibanejad
and, like,
joke? That's pretty
You
good.
still got to be a little politically correct in a dressing room. You still have to. You have to be
Yeah.
kind of wily and smart, and the things that he may have gotten away and said in the past in a dressing room can fly a little easier if you're not wearing the C, but if you are, then it's looked upon a little differently. I think he's going to have to change his ways a little bit inside that room on picking his spots.
Yeah. He's gotten older, and you get the chance at a fresh start, and you realize sometimes maybe you got to have a little softer touch with certain people. Maybe he gets there for them. They got some pieces in New York, but I guess if Shesterkin's great, they got at least one very good D pair in Gavrikov and Fox.
100th year for the Rangers, Kip.
I know.
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
They invited you down there yet for
100
anything?
years.
I'm here, Rangers. Always love a trip down to the Big Apple.
Yeah, maybe we can take
That's
along
cool.
this
Are they
time.
doing? They got like a jersey.
Oh
or
yeah, they got
something?
big plans.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
they got 100 different jerseys that they're
Huge
going to
plans.
wear and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
I heard a crazy
We'll see.
story this summer
Mm.
that back in the day, in the original Six Day, that they had like only a few owners owned all the 6 teams, and the Rangers were kind of treated like a farm system within the original 6. Like they didn't have as many cups, right, as like the Red Wings and some of those other teams that like really loaded
The
up.
Leafs.
So are you saying like 2 guys owned all 6 teams, or
Yeah, kinda.
That's
This is it's all coming in the book.
Who are these?
It's all coming in the book. The Norrises and the Wirtz. Anyway, I'll tell you more about another time. This is not the time for that conversation, but I've got some historical info.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
No.
thank you. Thank you for that tidbit.
Yeah, there you go. So you were talking a little bit about the Atlantic, and you mentioned, you're like, the Habs are going to be grabbing points, and the Sens are going to be, maybe the Sabres, maybe the Detroit Red Wings. You really believe that?
Habs talk.
Yeah,
Let's
I
have
do.
Habs talk.
I do.
Like, you think the Habs are not?
Demidov,
you think-
Calder, Dobson,
Yeah, I like the Habs.
Norris votes.
I tell you what I don't like.
I think they're gonna miss the
is-
playoffs.
Miss?
What I don't like is Allmark's start to this season.
Oh my
But
god!
he
and
was
it's like
atrocious.
we're like 3 days in a training camp and 1 game in exhibition, and you're listening to Allmark talk about his 2 days. He was the worst player on the ice. And then he goes and plays the first period against the Toronto Marlies in an exhibition game. And like, he looks like he has no interest being in the net.
It reminded me of Jack Campbell. You know how hard he is on himself? Because you saw Allmark say, I've been like terrible in camp. It's been all bad. And then he goes in and plays that game and he's terrible. And it's like, why are you doing this? You don't need. You're really good. Just
But
goaltend.
you're also one of the highest paid guys on the team. You are a leader. Like, don't give your teammates that vibe.
Also, just don't be trash. That's also an option too.
Like, it's okay to stink, but
Remember
it's
last year he was all
but
excited
just
about
saying
the
it's
horses
all-
coming out of the
Oh, yeah,
barn,
yeah.
the
You know,
fresh grass.
It's all part of the plan.
I saw-
getting better here. That's
I'm
what
on the
training camp's
range. You're
for.
not even on the tee box yet.
I saw. Like I said, I didn't watch much of your show on Sunday afternoon.
Heartbreaking.
Sorry, but I saw the goal Nick Robertson scored, and he had his like arm out,
Yeah.
and he was like holding his arm out. I'm like, that looks exactly like when Pacioretty shot one past him in Game 6 to win that series.
Oh,
Like he was
jeez.
he was already doing his like performative. How did I not get that move? And I only know that because of Valaquette. I texted Valley about it,
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
like, yeah, there it is.
That was
Like,
a very Nick Robertson goal, like a
Yeah.
spot where like you would not expect someone to hammer a one-timer
Hammered it
from.
in.
He's just loaded.
The kid that they had last year, I forget his name.
Sogard, Matt Sogard.
No, in Ottawa, the backup there. It starts
Forsberg?
with an M.
Anton.
Oh.
Miralainen.
Maryline, something like
Yeah.
that.
that seems right. Sounds right.
He might end up being like more important than people expected this season.
Yeah, that could be. I mean,
And
he
had some good looks last year.
Levi Miralainen.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Good for me.
Nice job.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I wanted to ask you?
Me?
Yeah, because
Specifically?
you started with the Jays
Okay.
today, and we're gonna end up with a little bit of talk about like what Major League Baseball is gonna do now with video review.
Yeah.
We got the robot arms coming.
And all I can think of
Mm.
is a third strike call in the 9th inning, and the crowd goes wild, and
Challenge.
then everybody races out, and then it's like video review has overruled the call, and I'm like, oh no, not them too.
It's the worst part of watching the NFL right now. And Sam and I were talking about this, but like a big play happens. You're like, do I get to be excited? There's a flag on every play. Do I get to be excited? No. It's like you don't even know if you get to be pumped. So that's coming a little bit for baseball.
I do it the same in the NHL.
But you want to get it right.
Don't you? Like when I'm watching a big Leafs playoff game and they score a huge goal. I'm like, how was the entry? Was it a good entry?
Yeah.
Was the entry clean? Like when it's always close and you hear Simmer being like, oh, there was close. And I'm like, no, don't
Are
say
we not
it.
going to get VAR for hockey in some capacity?
I at some point, this is
that?
always going to happen. And people have been talking, all the nerds have wanted robo-umps for 100 years. Oh, we need the robots. It's like baseball is the best human element sport.
Get it right.
Get it right.
I've got it down to
Get it right. God, we spent an
bettors
hour on
say get it right.
offside.
and the non-betters go, if it's an inch, I don't care.
I saw a stat that 60% of ejections in baseball are related to balls and strikes. So that's gone.
Yeah, we're just losing what makes baseball baseball.
Getting
It's
it
like,
wrong.
yes. And having big dumpy guys scream out of the dugout and scream in an
Turn the hat
umpire's
around.
face. And I don't know. Oh, challenge. It was actually strike 3. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
that
God.
does suck. I mean, but
God.
you got to get it right.
Leslie Nielsen in Police Academy, was it, when he was the umpire? And
No, it's airplane.
was it No, it was not airplane.
Yes, it was airplane.
No, when he was
Not
the
airplane.
umpire.
Naked Gun.
Naked Gun, thank you.
Airplane. I'm an
Playing in
idiot.
Police Academy. We're both losers on that one.
Yeah.
Don't you remember his
Yeah.
antics?
Yes.
That's what we need.
That's
Guys
the human
like
element.
that.
Please win, Jays. Go, Jays, go.
Enjoy
Please
your
win.
night, everybody. We're back tomorrow off the rails Friday. Do we find Doug McLean?
Tomorrow's not Friday. Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Oh, is it? Oh, my gosh.